edge of our part. We're just doing the vise or whatever. So to manually set that, I go to my work and I select whichever one I want to use. I use G54, but we can go whichever one you want.
That's fine.
So I'm touched off. So I'm going to go X0 because that's what we want our X0 to be. And I'm going to hit measure.
Oh man,
That number is there.
we were trying to figure that out the other day. Right there. Okay.
Now, if you had a wiggler and it's 100 thou or whatever, you can go X minus 100 thou, measure. You know what I mean? So it all
So
depends
you
on
can
how
type that in there. X. You know,
Yeah, so let's just go X minus 0.1. Let's say it's a 100 thou wiggler. Measure. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we can move the Y. So let's just.
I actually like that handle. That one works well, and I don't like the hard one. This one works well.
Okay, I'm touching the jaw, right?
Yep.
So, again, staying here, I go to my Y. I go Y0 measure. There's our G54.
There it is.
Now,
or Y 100,000.
yes, exactly. However,
200,000 wiggler. Yeah.
now that's different than, let's just say we're going to leave that right there. Let's just say we're setting our tool offset for whatever. All right. So
Oh yeah.
I touched off the top of my material. I'm going to call it tool 1. I don't know.
Well,
if
go
it is.
back. How did you get to that string?
Okay. Work.
Oh. Okay.
Now, if I want to go to tool offsets, I hit my offsets.
Got it.
Now, it could come up and you're right here in settings. Again, you have offset up here.
Okay, thank you.
So let's just say I touched my tool off to the top of my material. It's Z input C. There's your offset.
You're right, that's okay.
So you don't measure with tool offsets, you measure with work offsets. With Z offsets, it's just an input C. Input C stands for input counter.
Yeah, input counter basically into that chart.
Right, so if I go Z
Into the
input
table.
C,
Yep.
you can see it'll match where my Z is sitting,
Yep.
and that's your offset. Now, doing it manually like that, as you guys well know, you have to touch off every tool for every setup.
Right.
Now, once you get into probing, that will not be the case. Once your tool is touched off, your tool is touched off. The big difference you're going to find is when you're using probing, these now become positive numbers. And the reason why is it's measuring the tool tip from the spindle face as a positive number. Doing it this way, it's measuring the edge of that tool from the reference position.
Right.
That's why your numbers are different.
Right.
The big thing I tell people, don't do half and half.
Yeah.
Either
No.
all probing
Yeah.
or none probing.
That's how we teach it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when things start going awry is when people try and cross.
We're talking the same. Yeah.
Okay.
We teach it the same way.
So what if you push X input C? Would it put the X value in that table? It would.
Whoa.
Just check it.
So you have to select Z.
You have to select Z.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like I said, when you're doing probing, a lot of mistakes you can't make the mistakes that you can doing it manually.
Yeah.
Now granted, it's been done for thousands of years doing it manually because that's the only way you could do it. But
Did
Right.
you hit 0 and input, and that's what
Yes.
put it back to 0?
yeah,
Okay.
so I'll go
I'm just making sure I'm
Z,
following.
input C. Now I just want to zero it out. 0 input.
Oh, okay.
Well, the good thing is if you had X, well, it did X off of our G54 maybe?
Yes, it did.
So that was about an inch and a half.
Yeah, because
okay.
see, we set
Yeah.
our X work offset,
Yep.
but now if I go to work, that number changed.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be dreaming about this, trying to figure it out all in my head.
So that's why when I'm in the position register, I always tell people, your relative is a DRO mode.
Yeah.
You know, you're cutting something.
Yep.
Absolute is what I call program numbers or print numbers. You are going to go, it takes into effect all of your work offsets and everything, and so the numbers you show here are the numbers that are from your program. Machine, strictly encoder feedback. So where I tell people you'll use the machine register is for your G53 commands. Like you're moving a table to a specific place, I'm going to look at my G50 at my machine and use that as my G53 command.
Gotcha.
Because G53 tells move the axes to the encoder number. It doesn't care about work offsets. It doesn't care about tool offsets. It says move to that encoder number.
Does it move Z first and then the XY after that? So it does them all at once?
As far as what?
On the lathes and on the TM2. They don't have it on the others.
Right here. Next. No. Get it?
Yeah, 2 of 10 probe offset
Tool number.
It's already there.
It's already there, yeah. That's good.
That's the default from the factory. When I do a new
Do that again.
Reference
Z plus.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I had the tool down touching, but I don't want to accidentally go the wrong way.
Yep.
Z plus.
Yep.